Hey, welcome back. Today's section is on breaking the script of reality. I just wrote this one this morning. It's pretty interesting. There is a number out there for how much of our reality is scripted, and it might even be most of it. The part that is unscripted is the original thought, creative expression, and unique actions of the innovations and new inventions. The script runs when we are not thinking, when we let it take over. It's the automatic responses, reactions, and tendencies shaped by past action in past tense. When we pass control over to our scripter to just run this while I think a little bit. The scripter takes over life support functions of the task, i.e., script without bothering your consciousness for much further input, allowing you to direct your attention elsewhere. When something new should arise, the script breaks, oftentimes leading you to fend for yourself in an unforeseen situation. Having not had the opportunity to formulate a plan in which you would prevail, having your script broken prematurely can be alarming and really puts us on the spot to act effectively and prevail over the challenge. The alchemy here is learning that pulling ourselves out of the script before it is able to fail and thereby put us into a compromising situation is critical to overcome the desire for a script in the first place. Living with intention requires attention. I'll say that again. Living with intention requires attention and focus on the moment. It also requires that the task be meaningful and engaging for you and your purpose. From this state and being mindful of distractions, we may harness more of our capacity, originality, and through them, our higher potential for success. The less scripts we run, the more we are forced to be actively in the moment and interacting with it, the better we get at living from the driver's seat and deciding great things for ourselves versus having them chosen for you based on past outcomes. Wow, it's a fucking long one. Your scripts are living in the past and making current decisions for you that will affect your future. Better we make our decisions in the now and not in the past, because the now is always changing and sometimes the past is too slow to affect the change we want to see in the world by mindful interaction with real-time experience. Case in point, I've been thinking about starting my path on quitting vaping for a while now, a couple weeks at least, since I talked to Alex about it for the first time, and I just don't know how to approach it. I've been doing it for so long and gotten so used to it, but I know it's heavily ingrained up here, so I knew it was going to need some effort, and I just couldn't wrap my head around where to start, because wake up in the middle of the night instantly reaching for it. Sometimes I wake up, it's still in my hand, be hitting it just half asleep, not even thinking about it. But the next thing you know, I'm already fully dosed up in the morning when I wake up. So I can't just start out a day fully dosed up in the morning and then decide to quit after that. It's kind of got to go, keep her moving kind of a thing. So this morning I woke up, I didn't immediately reach for it, and when I did, oh, that did pause me, didn't it? No, it didn't. How is this playing music and recording audio at the same time? I really hope that does that. Well, I guess this will be the experiment, huh? So anyway, I decide maybe this morning, maybe today is the day, after the conversation I had with Alex last night and everything that we talked about, all the downloads that I got, Dabu's live stream last night. I just decided maybe today's the day. So how did I start? I decided that in my conscious real time, I'm going to tell myself no every time my subconscious tells me it wants to grab the vape. Because it's like, I'll be following a reaction. All of a sudden, I'll just think, hey, grab vape, okay, and do it. All day long, that's my process. Hey, grab vape, okay, do it. So, as soon as that hey, grab vape comes up, I'll say no. New plan, new script, we're going to approach this differently. And that's what I did for the first hour. And then next thing you know, I'm deep in thought on something, maybe even this, maybe I'm thinking about this or something. I think I might have been replying to some comments. And next thing you know, it's literally, I'm puffing off of it. Like, it happened that automatically. I'm so lost in thought that I just happen to think of it, see it, reach it, grab it, bring it up, and take a hit without even, like, putting on the brakes and saying, whoa, what are we doing here? Where this is going against our plan, But instead of I got a little bit concerned by what the hell just happened. I'm obviously trying not to. What the hell? That was not me that did that. But I didn't lose it. I kept the compassion and I said, you know what? That this is still progress. This is good that we got this far. Like, look at that. Let's take it some more. And of course you feel the wave of nicotine rush over you, and it just, you feel all bad and like you failed. But no, compassion. So what happens within the next hour? Again, telling myself every time, no, we are making a conscious decision to not vape, no more. So after an hour goes, deep in thought again, next thing you know, I got a different vape in my hand and I'm hitting it. What the hell? This is like happening behind the scenes. Whoever's driving my motor control is just like, hey, there's something you like, grab it. Okay, bring it to your mouth. That's what you want. No. So that's twice that a script was running in the background and just looking out for, past actions, what worked in the past for me, what I rewarded that behavior for was giving me hits of vape. But because I want to change that script now, change that habit, I'm actively in the moment patrolling the script. I'm telling the script, nope, no longer needed, no thank you, we don't need your services anymore, because the script is the one that contributed to the habit, to the addiction, to keeping it going. Because even whether you consciously wanted it or not, subconsciously, it would do it automatically for you. So maybe we can play with some scripts for good. Maybe that'll be the next chapter. Let's see how we can fuck up some scripts, we reprogram them for our advantage. But for now, I want to deprogram the bad scripts in my life. And so far today, I woke up at around 7 or 8 a.m. I had 2 accidental puffs of a vape, and that was it. Otherwise, I've been sitting here present with myself, not necessarily distracted with much of anything today besides writing, which is journaling, which is awesome, and that probably was a good source of dopamine for me. But I did supplement with some fruit snacks, which, say what you want about them, if that's my one of my only evils, I will still eat fruit snacks. Damn it all, it's my closest thing to candy that I can get, and still tastes good, and it gives me a little bit of a sugar fix, and manageable for me, so that might be my vice. But I've been managing with fruit snacks. I've ordered some more fruit snacks. They're on their way to get me through this, and so far it's a success. And so far it's 3:16 in the afternoon. So you do the numbers on how many hours that is. About 7 hours, so not like it took me that long to do the math. I just literally tried. When I did this, I started doing the math. So about 7 hours, there we go. But that's pretty good for coming from someone who is used to having it glued to their hand, and now going so long and feeling great about it. I really do feel like we're making some positive change here. We're reprogramming this script, and it's been great. So anyway, let's get back to scripts. I just wanted to stop and give that personal experience of mine from today, actually. Like, never had a forethought. Like, obviously I've been desiring to quit, but never had like the forethought of, oh yeah, today's gonna be the day or anything. It was always just kind of like, wake up into it, realize, oh shit, it's gonna be another day of and vaping up here has really gotten bad. I mean, they all the good vapes are gone. Now you're paying about, what is it, $7 to $10 for one of these tiny little fucking Views pods. They're the most bullshit. What kind of fucking narcissism made this and perpetuates it? Unbelievable. I gotta say though, if I wouldn't have lost the vapes, I probably would. Well, I can't say that because Alex does make a good point about the nicotine. I don't know. I've been seeing some stuff too, and I don't know if it's disinformation or if they might be onto something, but they are talking about how nicotine does have its benefits and its uses, like medicinally and just like witchcraft type, like herbalist, holistic type stuff. Like, and it's like being perpetuated or portrayed as like, these are the lies they told you about nicotine, even though cigarettes do cause cancer, but the actual nicotine might have been beneficial, actually. So I don't know. I got to do more research into that. But for now, I'm getting rid of the vapes because I can't vape in the way that I used to, the way I became accustomed to and enjoyed. So I'm just done. I did the same thing when my state raised the cigarette tax by like $2 whole. Almost doubled not quite doubled, but about 25% of what you were paying for the pack just got added back onto it. And it was pure profit, couple dollars per pack going straight to the state. I said, fuck you guys. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. So, and now this isn't much better because this is going straight to the tobacco companies for $10 a piece. Unfucking real. I'm not doing it anymore. Anyway, back to breaking the script of reality, as I'm breaking my own script of reality. Speaking of, the best way to start this, what a place to cut out, tell a personal story, and then come back in. The best way to start this is realizing, the best way to start this is realizing you're in a script. Wow. I'm just like a fucking roller coaster with this sentence. Okay. The best way to start this is realizing you're in a script. And if it's safe to do so, breaking it as soon as it's noticed. And breaking with the most random interjection you can devise and still save face. Avoidant, maybe I should redo that. The best way to start this is realizing you're in a script. And if it's safe to do so, breaking it as soon as it's noticed. And breaking it with the most random interjection you can devise and still save face. The better we get at realization and positive action of this change, the better we get at not even entering the script to begin with and remaining in the moment where we can affect the highest positivity. Avoidant and disassociative behavior, as observed if one's choosing to run a script rather than engage, is signaling to the universe your lack of faith that anything good could possibly come from this, anticipating. Avoidant and disassociative behavior, as observed if one's choosing to run a script rather than engage, is signaling to the universe your lack of faith that anything good could possibly come from this, anticipating a similar outcome as a time passed. This is brought about by a tense or traumatic situation that was not handled appropriately or effectively to be successful and subsequently failed to meet expectations. Why a script was chosen to replace real-time living. If it's automatic, it must go. If it's goodbyes, say them differently every time. Freestyle it. If it's driving, switch up the route or driving style. Maybe even the traveling tunes could use a revival. Change it up. You are the change that you seek because the desire for change exists. The change happened the moment the desire was born. It became the change. The journey is just the rest of you catching up to real time. I hope that resonated with all of you. And if it did, please like and share and subscribe. And look forward to I look forward to seeing you in upcoming videos. And as always, never stop spreading your light.